is not the time for that. This is, you should be talking about things. Sir, this is not the time nor the place. Hey guys, my name is Nala and I'm the lovely owner of Love.nxlaa. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also make sure you like, comment, and share with your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, and Jimmy down the block. Without further ado, let me read that. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. Shouting my loves, y'all. Y'all are tired of me. I was about to say, like, it feels like I haven't done that in forever, because I haven't. But what's up, y'all? What's goody? What's going on? How y'all feeling? Today is going to be just a chit chat, get ready with me, post grad edition. So I wanted to do my makeup just because I haven't done it. Well, I did. I just did it last week. But like, to sit down and talk y'all through it, I haven't done it in a very long time. This is just going to be a venting session. So sit back, relax, go get you a snack, a little drinky drink, and let's chat, because I got a lot to say. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. Spray this. I have found that it is like a very dewy finish, so I think that's why I like it so much. I have to protect the edges at all costs. And then I'm gonna go in with the One Size Secure the Blur makeup primer, and I usually do the 2-finger method, but today we're just gonna do one because I'm not going nowhere. If you look down here, you'll be like, no, are you One Size fan? I am. I ended up getting the Secure the Sweat Eye Till Dawn primer. I usually use this, but I'm not using this today because I'm not going anywhere, like I said. So we don't need to do too much with the base. But other than that, what is up with y'all? How are y'all doing? How are you feeling? I'm doing well. Like I said, this is a post-grad video. I have been a Rutgers graduate for 2 months, which is like really crazy to think. But yeah, I graduated. That wasn't my last video. It was my second to last video that I posted of me graduating. And that was, now looking back on it, a very surreal experience. Reason being is because I feel like I wasn't in school that long, which I really wasn't. If you think about it, I was online for school for 2 years of my life. It just felt like it went by extremely fast. For me, let me tell y'all about graduation, because honey, they don't tell you this on the TV shows and the movies and graduates before. They don't tell you these things. So let me run you through my graduating experience. So first things first, you have to be there at a certain time, at least for Rutgers. The students had to be there at 8 o'clock just to get seated. We were seated by schools. So for us, the first school that sat in the front was School of Arts and Sciences, which I am a part of. Then I believe in the back was the business school. Then they had the college school, the graduates, I believe. Oh, criminal justice building was after the business school. So it's School of Arts and Sciences, the business school, the criminal justice school, college school, and then the graduates. So the reason that my class was the last class was due to the fact that we are the biggest class within Rutgers itself. So I guess they knew that that would take up time, unbeknownst to me. Okay, so what I did, I sat in the 6th or 7th to last row to the front. So I was literally the almost last row to be called on. Now, the thing with that, the graduation, the commencement ceremony didn't start until like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, which in hindsight I had an issue with because I was ready to go, y'all. Like, the amount of sitting and listening to speeches that we had to go through, ridiculous. Now granted, I do appreciate, I'm just saying ridiculous, I'm being dramatic. Of course that's what graduation is about, but y'all. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in and conceal with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Y'all, I have this concealer for probably 2-3 years now, so I need to be buying one soon. If you need a good concealer, Too Faced Born This Way, always a hit. So yeah, like I was saying, it was long. So after we came in, we were sat down. Like I said, they didn't start until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So then through that whole time, we had, I would say 4 to 6 speakers. Now y'all, here's tea. I don't think y'all knew this. So we had a speaker. Morocco was one of the speakers that we had. We were sitting there and, you know, he was giving his speech. At this time, I had went to the bathroom. Because if you know me, you know, I have a small bladder. So I was like, yo, I can't sit here this long and not go use the bathroom. So I ended up going to the bathroom. I come back and he's basically like just talking about like the climate of education now for Black and brown children, and you know, saying how like this is the definition of excellence and we were defeating the odds, blah 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 blah. So then as I'm taking my seat, mind you, so where I'm sitting at, the way the auditorium is, or the way the Prudential Center is set up, this is the stage in front of me, this all the way back is the students, and then they have obviously like the seats on the side. As I'm sitting down on my left hand side, I hear somebody, this is not the time for that, this is, you shouldn't talk about this. Sir, this is not the time nor the place. I don't know who daddy or who granddaddy that was, but I'm one, curious. Like, and what kind of like pissed me off about it, I mean, I wasn't that pissed, I really didn't care, but the thing that boggles my mind about the whole situation of him doing that was Rutgers Newark is meant and founded upon diversity. So I don't understand why you as the audience member thought that was the great time or the right time to do something like that or say something like that at all. Like, that could have been something that you said at dinner when you took your child out after the commencement was over, because now it makes you look like an asshole, not gonna lie, because he's talking about the betterment of education amongst Black and brown children, and you're sitting here saying that this isn't the time. And he wasn't, I guess he was saying it specifically to the Florida part, because if you don't, I don't want to get political on my channel, but it's not even about being political, it's just what's going on, about how the mayor, is it the mayor or the senator, whatever, the man down there in Florida was banning, you know, the teaching of slavery and things that happen in America when pertaining to Black and brown people. So Ras Baraka was speaking to that, and it just side-eye, bombastic side-eye to the man in the audience, because it's like, what's going on here? And I think we know, but it was just very odd. I don't know. Like, I thought just people knew, like, when you go to Rutgers, especially Rutgers Newark, it's meant for diversity. Like, that's the thing of the school, you know. But whatever, I guess people don't acknowledge that as they should, because that's one thing that I do love about Rutgers is the diversity. I did not think that commencement was going to be that long. I had no clue. I thought, you know, we were gonna have the speakers, people go up, so we're gonna stay, come on down. No, I mean, when I say speakers, I mean like speakers that gave speeches. We had about 7 to 10, because now that I'm thinking about it, we had like 2 student speakers, we had each school had their own, each school had their own speaker, so it was probably more more than 6. I know that for sure. So now I'm gonna go in with the, oh, I can't pronounce this. So remember back in the day when we were younger, if you are around my age, that was no shade. But remember when we were younger, they had the nail polish and you had like sprinkles that they put on the nail. So I think it's called Chalet. Cialte. There we go. Cialte London, right? That was the nail polish brand. Well, apparently they do makeup. I got this in a BoxyCharm box as well, and it is their Spice palette. Too cute. And look at the colors once I open it. So pretty. And y'all know this is my colors. Like, I love really like neutral colors. I haven't been in like the eyeshadow wearing mood as of lately. Don't know what that's for. Maybe with age, but I feel like I don't have time to do it anymore, which is sad because I love eyeshadow. I think it brings a different element to your makeup. I just have not been in the mood, honey. I usually just do it for videos, but like on my everyday life, I really don't wear it. But today, since I am in the mood to do it and missing it a little bit, we're gonna do some eyeshadow. So y'all, don't sleep on Amazon. I'm sorry. You get what you pay for, quality over quantity. But I got this off of Amazon. It's the Becky Sue eyeshadow primer. It is in number 2 dark, and I guess this is supposed to be a dupe for the P. Louise eyeshadow base primer. Y'all, when I say sticky and tacky, love it. I'm gonna go in first with the color Acorn. I'm gonna use this as the transition shade. And if you don't know how graduation is set up, so you basically have, I guess, like graduation recap week. So that's basically where you get your name card. Well, at least Rutgers, they threw us a barbecue, which I couldn't go to because I had a final today. And they have a cap decoration, which I didn't participate in. 1, because I couldn't, and 2, because I didn't want to. No offense. But we didn't get our cap and gown until literally like 4 days before. I guess the order didn't come in straight away or something of that measure. I really don't remember, but we didn't get it until like 4 days later. So that Sunday I had to hurry up and do my cap, which came out bomb. If you go and check my Instagram and look at my graduation post, I did a bomb job. If you need somebody to do your cap, hit me up. I'm telling you, it was super easy. We got everything from Michael's. I think the most that we spent $64 on my cap decorations, but it came out beautiful. I wouldn't have asked for it to be anything else. But needless to say, you get your name card and then they send you to Island Photos where you take your photos at, and you have to fill out the name template so they know how to pronounce your name. And then you also put it on the card, like you'll write it down. You'll have to bring that with you the day of graduation. So you go up, you give the person your name card, they scan it so it can show up on the jumbo screen, and then they give it to the card reader, I guess you can call her, so she can read your name off. Literally, you're up there for 5 seconds. After that, you're gone. You go, Nala Brown. Walk up, shake the dean's hand, take a picture, ding, walk off. That's it. So I get back to my seat, pan the camera around. Why ain't nobody behind me? Goes down. A lot of people left, gone, which I understand. I was 2 seconds away from leaving, but my best friend was like, just stay. Just stay. Like, you really made it. Like, you had 2 more rows of people to go. You might as well stay. Y'all, when I tell you I was so tired, I was texting Jessica and I was like, y'all, my head hurts so bad. Like, I need to go. Because with me, when it comes to like big events and it comes to like having to do activities during the day, I don't eat. And I'm learning that I have to get out that habit, because I didn't think that we would be there that long. So I was up at 6, didn't formally eat a meal until 4:30, 5 o'clock, and that was guacamole. My main course didn't come out until like maybe 5:30. It's because I didn't eat. They did provide us with water. I do wish they would have gave us snacks. If any universities are listening, provide your students with snacks. I know it is a accommodation to give them waters, which is cool. I understand you don't want nobody to be dehydrated, but I think at least snacks, you know, maybe a granola bar or something of the sort, because a lot of kids don't eat. We don't eat. So especially me, because I think that morning I had egg and bacon. It is a very big moment. At the time, it doesn't feel like it. Now, the girl that was in front of me, she was bawling, like she was crying. And seeing her made me get a little teary, but I was like, pull it back. Okay, we're not going through this right here. I didn't cry until a week later once I was doing my little vlog of me, like, you know, graduation series that I did on here. That's when I cried. That's when I broke down. I was like, okay, we got to let it go, because that is when it hits you. But other than that, that's how graduation really works. Now let's get into the post-grad, because that's the meat of the story, okay? So I know I wasn't recording, so y'all don't know what I did with the eyes. I came down to over here and I did warm spice, and then in the middle I did cranberry, and I just blended that out a little bit. And now I'm gonna go in at the bottom right here with the color Hot Amber, just to deepen the outer corner a little bit. So I'm tired. Say I'm tired. I am tired, y'all. So everybody asks after, just prepare. This is one thing, tip number one, just prepare for the questions. Just prepare. I know it's super annoying, and literally every senior or graduate that I have talked to understands the struggle. Just prepare for it. Everyone's gonna ask you, well, what are your plans after college? Literally, like, can I get the degree in my hand first, y'all? Can I just get the paper in my hand before y'all ask? But I understand that, like, I'm not as annoyed anymore than I was initially, because people just want to know, like, what's the next steps, I guess. But it is annoying. It's very annoying. So for those who don't know, my plan my plan is to go to PA school. If you don't know what PA is physician assistant. In lambda terms, a physician assistant is a doctor without the MD, period. You can diagnose, you can prescribe, that makes you a doctor. You just don't have the doctor or the MD behind your name. The reason I am not right now applying to any PA school is because I do not meet the requirements. When I say that, I mean I have not taken all my science courses. I'm sorry if y'all hear like noises, it's construction going on in the house. They're doing home improvements, so if you hear a drill or banging, that's them outside. I went into college with the intentions of becoming a doctor. I either wanted to go into obstetrician, gynecology, or pediatrician. However, junior year, something told me, just like, you know, weigh out your options, because I knew going to medical school was not going to be a thing for me. I just knew, because I don't want to say I like a flexible schedule. I do like a structured schedule, but not structured in the way of you telling me what I have to do. And granted, PA school, it is kind of like that a little bit, but I can bear maybe 2.5 years. 4? No. So I decided junior year, after looking, I was like, well, I know I don't want to be a nurse. Then after looking, I seen physician assistant. And I was like, okay, let's do a little bit more research. I did a little bit more research, and I was like, okay, I can do that. But the issue is, I'm already in my junior year. If I wanted to be a physician assistant, I should have known this freshman year, because I would have taken the required prerequisites to meet the requirements that majority of PA schools needed. So of course I took like chemistry, because that's what you take as a biology major, especially like if you know you want to be a doctor. The prerequisites are the same. Now the difference between medical school and PA school, medical school just has one requirement, while PA schools different, various PA schools have different requirements. While we see in one school in Pennsylvania they need anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, a school in California they just need anatomy and physiology 1. But the difference is the money, because Hello, these classes are not cheap at all. So that is one just standout difference amongst the two. I have to finish those courses as well as doing my clinical hours. So if you don't know what your clinical hours are, those are basically like your ENTs, your med techs, your medical assistant positions, so where like you can work in clinical, your scribes, so you can get that patient experience hours. Now that varies between schools. Some schools require you to have like 1,000 hours, others require you to have 5,000, so it just varies. Next, I'm gonna go in with this color right here, and it's called Apple Pie. Yeah, that's the plan. So that means I'll be in school for another like year or two. Now I know people are gonna be like, well, why didn't you just stay in school instead of graduating? I wanted to be done with my degree. Like, just to put it plain and simple, I wanted to be done with my degree so I wouldn't have to, you know, be graduating in 2025. Like, my graduation date was 2023, so we're gonna graduate in 2023. And then everything else will fall into line, which I'm not upset about. The reason I'm not upset about having to go back to school is because, one, I don't have this straight jump into the workforce, even though I'm already in the workforce, but I don't have to jump straight into the workforce. I can still do school, still figure out where I want to be and where I want to go and what field I want to go in, because even if you're a PA, you still can decide if you want to be ENT, orthopedics, OBG, peds, oncology. Like, you get to pick that, and I still need to experience that instead of like, oh, let's jump right into going to PA school. No. Although I would have loved to do that. Like, I wish, if anybody is watching this is in the medical field, they are looking into being a doctor or PA, I do want to let you know that certain schools have a accelerated program, so where you can go straight into applying for PA school, which is bomb diggity. Alright, so next we're going to jump into the face. I got this Fenty Ease Drop Blur. This is in the color 20. And when you first put it on, it's weird. I feel like it was light, but once it settles into the skin, okay? So it's crazy because in this I am the color 20, but in Fenty I am the color 420, 430. So if you're around that shade range, 20 is the best for you. I'm gonna go in with my milk primer. I cannot forget about that. One thing about it, and two things for certain, honey, you gotta have that milk primer. Now, I'm not even gonna sit here and gel y'all. NYX has a Hydro Grip primer, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit more tacky than the Milk Grip primer. I put this under, depending. Now, if I just want a everyday summer look, I just wear this. But I usually either put this or the e.l.f. Halo Glow under my foundation. But yeah, that's, look, skin. Literally skin. What other people don't talk about is not graduation blues. Some people do experience post-grad blues. And what post-grad blues is basically, like, to my belief, not having a routine. I feel like a lot of us, and I will say, as college students, we are so used to the hustle and bustle and working under anxiety that we miss that feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Once, like, the second week of me and I being in school, now I still am in class now, I'm finishing up my history credit, but before that, like the second week of like not being in school in the end of May, I was like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to sit here and scroll. Like, the most I can do is scroll on my phone, watch Netflix. I can only do that but for so long. So what are we doing? Like, and now that I'm in class, I'm like, oh my god, I want class to be over. But nobody really talks about like having to function with, and I don't want to say with anxiety, but like functioning with anxiety to an extent of being in school, if that makes any sense. I'm going in with my holy grail NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and this is in the color NARS. I don't know, but nobody speaks about that, and that's what I did experience. I will say, after graduating, is just having to like not do anything and not having to work, which is very weird. Yes, I still had to go to work, but having to like study, having to like have something do, the anxiety, I don't understand having to do that every 3 months with like a month break. It does something to the brain. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm not being like dramatic. It's a lot. And then as for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Filter Effect in the color Tan 22 Warm. I've been had this. I don't know if I used this on my channel yet or not, but this is bomb. If you don't know, I like my, everybody concealer is different, and that's another thing I'm a little iffy about, because people do ask my advice for makeup, but the thing is, makeup is one of those things that you can get advice on, but you have to go in person and figure it out yourself still. And that's just what it is. And I can tell you, oh, I like this product because of this, but you still have to go based off of your skin, what you like on you. For me, I love a bright under eye. I love a yellow under eye. So this will work for me. That is why I love makeup brands like Rare Beauty, like Morphe, like One Size, like Fenty Beauty, because they have a wide varieties to where you can match your undertones. Undertones play a huge role in makeup, and you have to know what undertone works for you, right? So for me, I love, depending, like around my nose I have a red undertone because I have some rosacea, so I need to stick to like something with a little bit more of a red undertone when dealing like around my nose. But under my eyes, I love a good yellow. I love a good golden undertone, so this will work for me. If you're someone who likes a matte look, this is perfect for you. I just bought the Sephora Bright Future Concealer, and this is in the color Pecan Pie, which is also the number 12. Now this is a little, now you're gonna be able to see the difference between the two. Now can you see the difference? This is more yellow than this one, right? This one is looks a little bit more pale than this one. I just use this in the inner corners of my eye. Now let me tell you a secret about makeup that I haven't been privy to before, but I'm starting to understand now, and I'm starting to gear my makeup routine towards that way. You need various foundations, various concealers, various bronzers, various contour, and I guess various blush. Speaking to various foundations and various concealers. Every part of your face is different, and I think that's where a lot of people mess up in makeup, which I'm learning too. You know, like makeup is a very evolving genre in itself. So you need, the bottom of your face is different from the middle of your face to the top of your face. Oh my god, what is her name? She put me on her makeup, y'all. Melts into her skin. I love her makeup routine. I love her, the way she does makeup is just immaculate. And Jackie Aina, but learning from Jackie and learning from her as well, you need different foundations and different concealers for your face, because your face isn't just all one tone. Well, if it is for you, then that's how it is for you, but for other people like myself, it's not. So you have to cater to that. But these are the two I have been using recently, because I'm trying to stay away from my Born This Way concealer because I ain't got that much left. So what I'm gonna do, I use this on the middle to outer part of my eye, and then I put this in the corner so I can get that pop, okay? And no one speaks to like being lost, like the comparison to others, because there are people that I know that are in the same field as I am, like the medical field. and seeing them like going straight into the medical field, like actually like applying to school, and you know, it's sometimes it can be like annoying and sad to watch, because it's like, well dang, am I not moving fast enough? But you honestly, everyone moves at their own pace. So you really, the comparing game is not something that's worth doing, especially when you know, listen, this is what you want to do, go for it. Playing the comparison game is not one to mess with, to deal with, to play with, because you will go down a hole and you will resent somebody who don't even know that you comparing yourself to. Let me tell you something. But there are people who I seen that I don't know of personally, but I just follow, and I look at them and I'm like, how? Straight up like that. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. It's like, it's so hard, especially when you know like can do something better than they can. No, you doing that I'm not doing. What's the formula you were saying that Plankton was trying to get? Why did I get the one that Plankton was trying to get and you got the real actual formula from Mr. Krabs himself? Like, what's going on? Did I miss something? Did I miss the meeting? And it will feel like that, and it's gonna feel like that for a while. You can't, I'm not gonna sit here and say, just don't think about it, go away. That wouldn't be me being honest, because I kid you not, last night I was looking at this one girl, love her down, but I was like, how? But that is how the cookie crumbles. And if you believe in Jesus, because I do, amen, you know, the Lord is going to take you your path. You can't experience what everybody else experienced, because that is not what he meant for you. And by reading the word, y'all, the Lord will speak to you. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick, my OG contour. I know, like back in the day y'all used to, but that really do help. I'm done with the post-grad stuff. Now that I'm getting older, I'm trying to get into like the contacts thing. I just usually save them for special occasion, and I'm gonna be honest, when I wear my glasses I feel like I look like a kid, which isn't bad. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, this is Rare Beauty, period, in the color Grateful. Love. I had like saving things for later, and that's why I was wearing my contacts. But now I realize like it's time to step into your young woman era. Like, enough is enough. I went to go get my glasses because it was my yearly checkup. Why in the heck did I spend $123 on some glasses? America has a problem. You charging me because I can't see? That's not my fault. It's genetics. Some people just can't see. That pissed me off so bad. So I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place in Kalahari. It's like a yellow. And then I'm gonna go in with this translucent powder by Dominic Cosmetics. What I really could have done is gone to Zulu eyeglassware and just get the frames for like $20 and then pay like $40 for the lens. Y'all, don't even get me started. This is adult time. Like, we on real time. Like, we are on adult time for real. Like, no, like, what? Bills, y'all? Bills? Having to pay for things like you actually want. I mean, granted, I've been doing that for a while now, but it's starting to like really set in. Like, I'll be 20. Oh, don't get me emotional. Oh, I'll be 23 today. This is July, August, September, October, December, January. In 6 months. Happy half birthday to me. I'll be 23. Sydney will be 23 in almost a month, but 2 months. Like, after that, only have 3 more years on my parents' insurance. And that's why it was so funny, because I seen this video on TikTok and she was joking with him like, hey, they had just been dating for I think about a month, she said. And she's just joking with him. They wanted to do a prank, and she was like, hey, like, I just booked you a a dentist appointment. And he was like, thanks, but like, what? I don't know what you want me to do with that. Like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, when I was at the dentist, I was getting a cleaning, and I just went ahead and booked you a dentist appointment. He was like, oh, like, how nice of you, but I don't have dental insurance. And she was like, oh, like, oh, I didn't know that. He was like, yeah, like, I haven't had medical insurance for the past couple of years. And I sat there, when I tell you, I cried laughing for like 30 minutes. It hits you, and it's so funny because Diera on YouTube, she was like, every year on her birthday, she was like, just another year closer to not being on my mama's insurance. And I was like, oh, ha ha ha, so funny. Y'all, it ain't a joke no more. So I'm gonna go in, do my lashes, and then I'll come back with the lip done as well, and we're gonna wrap up this video. Alright, you guys, this is the final product. I'm actually feeling it. One thing I know about me, and two things for certain about myself, I'm getting into the pinks. I feel like pink is my color. Pink, orange, white, and black, of course, because who doesn't like a good black outfit? But this is the final product. The only thing I am missing is the mascara at the bottom, but I'm kind of feeling it without it. What y'all think? But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just more so of me ranting than me chit-chatting, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.